Hey everyone, in today's video, we're going to find out if you can beat Spider-Man Miles Morales with a phone. I'll be using my PlayStation's Remote Play feature to stream the game to my phone, and there is only one rule. I have to use my phone for the entire playthrough. Alright, let's get into it. So I'm enjoying the first cutscene, and it's going pretty well, but then I realize I'm actually going to have to do this. I begin swinging, and it's not too bad at first. I'm actually moving at a good pace, zipping to buildings, and even doing tricks. Okay, this might actually be a smooth playthrough.
Bruh.
Maybe not. I'll take a little bit of extra time to get the movement down, and I head over to the mission. Peter and Miles meet up and are swinging next to the convoy. Miles thinks that one little web will secure the container and almost unalives himself. Now we're faced with the very first encounter. I come out the gate swinging. I'm destroying guys left and right. I quickly realize that Venom powers are going to be very useful for this playthrough. I even pull off a finisher. Let's go! Combat is pretty easy while using the phone. I'm enjoying this. Now it's time for the first chase scene, and I'm a little nervous. I can swing okay, but not that fast. Rhino, Miles, and Peter bust through Triple J's studio, and we're chasing Rhino again. Shouldn't be too bad, right? Oh. Miles beats up some more bad guys pretty easily, even though I'm not as fast as I would be with a controller. Peter is out for the count, and it's time for Miles to show everyone what he's got. This fight is pretty straightforward. Dodge until you have a Venom bar, punch Rhino in the gut, and then hammer away at him. Ooh! You okay, Miles? You look a little impaled. Rhino throws a box at me thinking that would do anything, like bro, the fight's over. The fight was pretty easy, and this was the quickest I ever beat the fight. 10 out of 10 would do again. Miles and Peter clear out, and Peter lets Miles know that he's gonna be gone for a few weeks. So now Miles is New York's only Spider-Man. Miles and Genki meet up to try the new suit Peter gave him, and my goodness, this suit is ugly. Peter really dropped the ball with his gift, man. Take it back. I don't want it. Miles makes it over to Roxxon Plaza, and we got Krieger over here trying to sell us on new form. I'm salty that this guy tackled me to the ground, so in return, I absolutely destroy them. After Rio's campaign is rudely interrupted, Miles sees this huge explosion, so he swings on over there to check it out. This is the first major checkpoint in the game, and I would say it's been a pretty smooth ride so far. My hands are a little cramped though, so if you see a missing hand on the phone cam, I was just stretching. Miles foolishly tries to stop the Underground and Roxxon from fighting, and the Tinkerer decides to flying kick Miles right in the gut. Hold on, did anyone actually not realize that Phin was the Tinkerer from the beginning? It was pretty obvious. Miles finds out that Phin is the Tinkerer, and in a fit of unbridled rage blows up the new form. Now the bridge is collapsing and we gotta save everyone we can. I'm actually really enjoying the gameplay, even though the setup I got going is a bit uncomfortable. I saved all the people with ease, even though I was using a phone. Can I get a medal for that? No? Okay. So everyone ends up safe and Miles runs away so he doesn't get executed by Roxxon. Miles is now depressed, but he gets this super cool montage, so it's all better now. Miles needs to get a hold of Phin's phone, so he heads to the Roxxon research lab. The Prowler shows up and Miles jump kicks him in the chest, only to find out like his Uncle Aaron. Whoops. We get further into the base and take out all the guys pretty easily. After Miles and Uncle Aaron find out what happened to Rick, they take out their rage on Roxxon troops while trying to escape. Wait, what is that guy shooting at? I'm down here, man. They both escape unscathed, and Uncle Aaron gives Miles a lecture. Miles lies to Phin to get to the Underground, and then beats up all of her new friends. Way to go, Miles. I know that being Spider-Man is a huge deal, but I feel like the story could have been easily solved if both of them were just more straightforward from the beginning. Things go south pretty quickly after Miles tries to steal the new form from Phin, but now we're in the chase scene. Oh great. I've gotten pretty good at playing this game on my phone, but not that great. Okay, let's do this. Things are going decent at first, but very quickly I start to lose ground and everything just goes bad. I get stuck on a building and oh wait, I actually made it, okay. Things are looking good now. I'm chasing her on the boat and the boat says nope, and I try to recover and keep up with her and I lost her. I finally catch her and Phin is about to kill Miles, so he reveals his identity and she is pissed, but she did the same thing to Miles, so... Now this is where the run gets really fun. Phin and Miles meet up to talk things out, but Rhino falls from the sky and captures them. Miles and Phin escape and run into Rhino, so they team up to take him down. The fight starts off okay, and then all of a sudden the app crashes, and I'm like, what the heck? Luckily I got it up and running again. Miles and Phin do this awesome finisher that I hadn't seen before, and oop, the app crashed again. Come on, I'm so close to finishing the game, don't do this to me now. I load back in, and Rhino just stares at me for a second. Now we're back into it, and I finally get Rhino down to get some damage on him. I'm having no trouble getting Rhino down continually and completely wrecking him. The next phase was a bit harder because there were hazards on the ground, and it made it harder to avoid damage quickly while using my phone. Oh, I actually died. Bruh. I get back up again like Spider-Man always does, and I finished Rhino off. We had a few hiccups, but it wasn't too bad. Phin is absolutely pissed that we didn't let her kill Rhino, so she tries to kill us instead. How nice. Genki helps Miles get home, and Rio finds out that Miles is Spider-Man. But wait, you're asking what your son is wearing and not making sure he's okay? The Prowler tries to stop me, but I took care of him pretty quickly. I honestly wish he was a bit more difficult though. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Can I beat Phin, thus completing Miles Morales with a phone? Or will she crush me in my dreams and stop this playthrough in its tracks? Within the first 15 seconds, I realize I'm way out of my depth here. This fight requires a lot of movement and repositioning, and I'm not really that fast while using a phone. I don't dodge quickly enough and she takes me out. Fluke, right? I should be fine this time. I'm a bit more used to the control. Oh, am I dead? Yep, she got me again. Now I'm thinking, I really just need to push the dodge button as much as possible and avoid taking so much damage. Playing through this fight again reminds me of how cool it is to see Phin's sword attacks and the way that Miles can dodge them. Okay, it seems like I'm surviving a bit. Oh, and she gets me again. After 2 more humiliating deaths, I start to get the hang of things and made it to the second phase. Miles shoots a few webs at her thinking that's gonna hold her down. Like, Miles, go ahead and shoot another, I don't know, 50 webs at her? That might do the trick. Now on to phase 2. I'm feeling more in my element and I'm ready to finish Phin. I get it. I'm more used to doing this fight on my phone and my confidence has risen and I'm doing a lot better with dodging and being more aggressive. She's in trouble now. Phase 2 is finished in only a minute. Oh, let's go, phase 3. Things are going super well and I'm having a blast. This is the peak of my experience playing Miles Morales with my phone and I feel fully confident with the controls. Phin almost kills Miles, but he remembers why he keeps fighting and he gets back up like he always does. We're in the final phase and Miles is ready to end this. I'm not letting up and I'm absolutely destroying her. I'm fighting Phin against the wall and somehow get stuck inside. Oh gosh, I'm still taking damage. Oh no. That was a weird glitch. I dive in for the final hit and I did it. She's done. Miles absorbs the energy from the reactor and Phin has a sudden change of heart and races Miles up to the sky so he can release the energy safely. Well, for everyone except for her. Rest in peace, Phin. The day has been saved. Miles meets up with Peter a few weeks later as they discuss what it means to be Spider-Man and what they are obligated to do. I'm happy to say that you can beat Spider-Man Miles Morales with a phone. We did it! Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video and check out this playlist of other Spider-Man videos I've made. Have a good one.